What's going on, everyone? We have an insane video to me here, though I know people like to have their hopeful wishes, but some of these comparisons too are just, yeah. So are we ready to listen to this? This is not going to be a super long video, but it's something to think about because this would be cool, but they would have to pay a fortune, and with the 30% profit margin, why are you being this delusional? This guy really thinks that there's a chance that Take-Two is going to allow GTA 6 to be a Play Anywhere title day one on Xbox. Boy, are we ready to get into this? That goes against everything they stand for, especially with GTA, and that's making you buy the game multiple times. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's no way Rockstar is going to do that. Not for this dead console. I'm sorry, no. So yeah, let's get into this and let's see what he says, and let's comment along the way so that we can interject when we need to. Are we ready?
There were a couple of things happening with Xbox specifically. Now,
yeah, trying to crawl out of a grave.
As you heard me say, Detective Seeds had made mention, and he wasn't the only one. There were a few other reports about technicians from PlayStation working side by side with Rockstar. That makes perfect sense because PlayStation knows that they're going to be getting 30% of every, or maybe it's even 80%. I don't know, 20%, because I don't know what the cut is for Rockstar.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but the point is that that's their home and how they blew up. And I like that Rockstar does not betray console gaming. They know where they grew up, who they grew up with. They're sticking to that. They know their identity, and they're where they are now because of that. They never let the identity go. And the PS5 Pro is going to be the premium experience when that launches. Sony's going to have the marketing rights, and Microsoft has already pretty much killed their market. You ain't going to be able to get this on the Ally and the Ally X. Rockstar doesn't give a damn about you trying to have it play anywhere on NAB because you couldn't succeed. Like, they're going to cut into their expenses. You're insane. No, they're not. Unless you're going to be paying them like $500 million. But after that 30% profit margin demand, do you really think that makes any sense? Let's keep going. It's like, no. They're trying to crunch down more than ever. They just did a negative percent loss. You think Satya's going to allow them to do that? Just so their leftover base could do that and they're losing that money? You think they care about you? No, hell no.
Maybe they, moved it up to 80%, their take versus 20 for PlayStation and all the other platforms. Who knows how that's going to work? But Sony PlayStation is going to sell a boatload of copies of Grand Theft Auto 6.
Obviously.
And the same way that Sony sent over their technicians, well, Xbox has their own group of technicians that work closely with 2K as well. And they will work just as close with Rockstar.
No, they're not. Rockstar wants to work with Sony. Nobody really wants to work with Microsoft unless you're going to pay them a ton of money. They ain't interested in that. They'll have to for the S, optimization for X, but they're not going to be nowhere near as close as they are with Sony. That is an Xbox fanboy fantasy that I'm calling out. No. Not going to happen. Like I said, they're going to have to, force that in a certain sense. But you think they're the same as they are with Sony? That makes no sense. No, dude.
So one of the pushbacks I saw in the chat is that it's not coming to PC.
No.
And that's probably true. And even though these are, people that do not and will not admit that the Xbox Ally X and the S are Xbox handhelds,
they're not. They're PC handhelds. You're delusional if you're still trying to go on with this. It shows how brainwashed you people are. Like, dude, wake up. Are you really still playing this stupid shell game? Like, just stop being a moron.
PC handhelds, they're still Play Anywhere. Now, there's going to be somebody in the chat that's going to push back on and say, oh, there's no way Rockstar is going to allow for Play Anywhere.
Why? See what I mean, guys? Why would they allow Play Anywhere day one unless Microsoft had to pay them a fortune and they lose all that money? It doesn't make any sense to me. How many Ally and Ally Access you think sold? Dude, do you even think 1 million sold? Come on, man. Like, what is it? What are they going to do to benefit from that? You're not making any sense to me. No, you're going to have to pay that money, and Rockstar's going to want you to double dip. That's what they're going to want. They're going to want to get that money back. They just probably spent $1 billion on that game. You think they're going to make some sacrifice from Microsoft because their lame ass can be successful? Yeah, right. Because, I mean, this is the highest level of copium I've seen in the past month. Like, you guys are just completely foolish. You can't see after that 30% profit margin demand. You think they are going to throw them 400-500 million? No, dude, you're not making any sense.
Well, if you keep your ear to the socials, one of the running conversations that seems to be getting a lot of eyeballs on is people are making their choice to buy a game based on the fact that it is a play anywhere title.
Your base does not buy games. That's why they have to do play anywhere. Because you're not going to buy it again. You barely buy anything to begin with. You have a dead market. You are in a fantasy bubble projecting the highest level of copium I've seen. And I don't understand the point of doing it. It's absolutely asinine. This is insane that like this is even a discussion. That's why I have to make this video because you know how I am, guys. Like I said, this guy's being an Xbot and I have to say it. So there's a discussion. No, there's no rumor, no none of that. You're just fantasizing. It doesn't exist anywhere. It's that people just fantasizing and projecting.
The Silent Hill 2 remake just got updated and it's coming out for Xbox. Apparently, if you look at if I saw somebody post it, I didn't read it myself, so I don't know if it's true, but that might be a play anywhere title.
What the hell does that have to do with GTA being a play anywhere title? That's a totally different field of budget and impact. It's possibly the biggest video game launch of all time when it comes to third party and in general. I don't understand why Silent Hill 2 be getting play anywhere after being out a year on PlayStation as an exclusive has anything remotely to do with that. This just doesn't make any sense.
More and more releases are becoming play anywhere titles. And
Microsoft is begging people for that and trying to pay the difference. Because what people want on Steam, they're going to get on Steam. Ain't nobody buying nothing twice. To me, no, it's because you're not going to buy it and they're paying for it. To stay relevant. Like they're taking a 30% loss to imagine that you're getting PlayStation 5 games on some imaginary Xbox device that isn't an Xbox device. It's a PC handheld device, an Xbox collaboration logo. And it's the fantasy of you thinking once again that you're doing something. It's like it's been available on PC for years. But you know, that's how much these people sleep over here. You know what I mean? At the point, it's like, oh my God, I can't anymore.
And why that's important
No.
is because Play Anywhere is a big push from Xbox. They want you to be able to play a game that you purchase on your tablet, your TV, your computer, wherever you want to play, your handheld, your console, it doesn't matter.
More than ever, people want to branch out and become massive third party and make more money. This is just Microsoft trying to cover their failures. Do you get the benefit of that if you bought games on Xbox? Who the hell will want to invest into that system? Not me. I would never buy a game over there. You see what I mean? Nah, straight Game Pass, get out my way. I'm investing into PlayStation, I'm investing into Nintendo, and I'm investing into Steam, and I'm investing into GOG. I don't trust your garbage market that could disappear. Not to say that they would do that anytime soon, but you never know. I'm not investing anything into Microsoft. No way. But your little loyal base, I guess you could do something for them, the little bit that's left over. You see what I mean? But as far as thinking that that's somehow anything, I mean, no, it's only because you're failing. If Microsoft was selling as much as those other ones, you would not have that. This is because they're trying to stay relevant. And I know you like the benefits, but the reality is it's a deep failure. And I like to play anywhere. I think it's a cool system, but it is a disguise of I failed and my base isn't buy enough, and I'm going to give you the paycheck to cover the costs so you don't lose money on sales. That's all it is, dude. And you're getting that benefit, and it is deceptive. Yes, it's cool, but at the same time, like I said, once again, it is still deep failure. Because though I got my benefits, I'm still not going to be blind to the truth because you failed. I want to cuck out. You see what I mean? I still have to speak the truth. And I'm not going to be a fanboy about it. I'm going to be straight up because that's what I stand with. And I'm telling you right now, Play Anywhere only exists because Microsoft is trying to make themselves look good, not because they care about you.
Who's to say that Xbox doesn't work out a deal to get one of the biggest games of 2026 to be a Play Anywhere title? I don't see why that can happen. Play Anywhere doesn't do anything or hurt Rockstar in any way. Just
Did you just hear what this guy just said? Cutting into their PC sales before they even start? Not double dipping like Rockstar wouldn't do that? Dude, I don't know where this guy's brain's at this morning, but I don't even think they're there. It's not going to hurt anything? What are you talking about? More than ever, people want to branch out and make as much money as possible. And you're trying to tell me that the biggest launch of all time is going to be covered for PC Day 1 sales for millions of people? And Rockstar's going to lose out on millions of sales. I mean, that game probably costs $1 billion or something. Who the hell knows how much it costs? I'm trying to figure out where there's any intelligence in this statement. The only way this is possible is if they pay them hundreds of millions of dollars. Otherwise, forget it, man. They're going to have to pay out the ass. But look how much money they're losing in the Xbox division. You think they want to lose that much more money? After the demand. Once again, I'm going to have to state this again. Where does this make any sense?
Gives the purchaser the ability to play the game wherever they want. And I think that is a brilliant way of gaming and moving forward. And it's something, it's a new thing that I think Xbox is leading the charge on.
There's no leading. No, you're failing. That's why you're doing that. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. See, this is what I mean, man. Their base is retarded to me. See ya.